pathogenic diseases, your hepatitis. See here. Coming to the hepatitis. Before going to hepatitis, what we have done in the last class, I just remind you, not revising, only reminding you. That is, in the last class we have seen the viral disease or bacterial disease, that is tuberculosis, that is caused by Mycobacterium tuberculosis. So, this bacterium is causing a disease called as a TB, or in short it is called as TB, but it is nothing but your tuberculosis. Now coming to the next disease, that is there in your syllabus, is a viral disease, that is Mycobacterium. The name itself indicates bacterium. So Mycobacterium tuberculosis is nothing but tuberculosis is a bacterial disease, and now this is hepatitis is a viral disease. So in your syllabus you have one bacterial disease and one viral disease. Now coming to the hepatitis, all of you know that hepaticus serial. Hepaticus means liver. Hepaticus means liver. So in our body, the most strong or rugged organ, or you can call it as most strong organ in our body is your liver. If anything happens to liver, it is very difficult to cure it. Why? Because it will take months of time to cure it. I won't say that it is not curable, it is curable, but it will take a long time to cure it. Why? Because of all the organs, the strongest organ in our body is the liver. So, any organ can get deteriorated, but except your liver. That is the reason the persons who are regular smokers and regular drinkers, that is, who are consuming regularly alcohol, if they regularly consume a small amount, that won't cause any type of harm, that is okay, a little bit. I won't say it is okay, it is a bad habit. But if any person is consuming only little amount, just like your medicine, if he is taking a small amount, that is okay. But if he is regularly, he became a drunkard, then that will affect the liver, and once the liver got affected, it will take a long time for curing. Now, coming to the hepatitis is hepatitis. Then what is hepatitis? Hepatitis is a disease that causes the inflammation of the liver. That is, the liver becomes swollen. The hepatitis is the inflammation caused in the liver cells. It is called hepatitis. Why? Because hepaticus means liver, or hepatic cells means liver cells. So, the liver becomes swollen or inflammation in the liver is observed. The inflammation of liver is called as hepatitis. Now, this hepatitis, it consists of, it is having 3 types of viral properties. Okay? See here, the hepatitis virus has 3 types of viruses in it, along with that one antigen. Later on we see antigen. It consists of 3 viruses. That is HB, that is hepatitis B virus A, HBV, HBV C. Okay? See here. Hepatitis, see here. Hepatitis, or simply you can write it. HBA, HBB, HBC. Okay? HBA means hepatitis virus A, HBB means hepatitis virus B, HBC means hepatitis virus C, or in short you can write as HAV, that is hepatitis A virus, HBV, hepatitis B virus, HCV, hepatitis C virus. You can write like this also. Okay? Now, coming to these viruses. These viruses, they may be RNA viruses or DNA viruses. While dealing with the general characters of virus, I told you that virus do not have both RNA and DNA, or DNA and RNA. Just like we have both DNA and RNA. DNA helps in the synthesis of RNA, RNA helps in the synthesis of proteins. But in viral particles, these virus consists of only either RNA or DNA, but not both, but never both. So, see here, this hepatitis A virus, it is a single-stranded RNA virus. Hepatitis B virus is double-stranded DNA virus, just like as it consists of a double-stranded DNA. Next, hepatitis C virus, again it is just like your hepatitis A virus, it is and it consists of single-stranded RNA. So, these are three viruses which are observed in the hepatitis. Now, these hepatitis A, B and C viruses, of them, see, hepatitis A, which is there, its incubation. Generally what happens is, these viral particles, they are causing any disease, they are asymptomatic diseases. That means the symptoms are not observed. In for coronavirus, what we are saying that you will be having fever, body pains, back pain, sneezing, cough, cold, cough, all these are headache, and sometimes they said that eye sore. All these are the symptoms for your coronavirus, coronaviral infection. Now, what this for hepatitis virus, generally they are asymptomatic, and this virus requires an incubation period. After that incubation period only, the symptoms are expressed. That means what is incubation period? It will enter into our liver and it will stay in the liver for few months, and after few months only it starts showing the symptoms. That means immediately when we got infected with a person having hepatitis, we cannot say that we are having hepatitis. Why? Because there are no symptoms like fever or nothing will be there, and the fever will be seen only after 3 months. Here, for hepatitis A virus, the symptoms are seen for the incubation period, or in other words, rather you can call it as the expression of the symptoms is observed after 20 to 40 days. Okay? After 20 to 40 days, the disease can be observed. Coming to the next one. For this one, from 20 or you can say that 40 to 160 days or 150 days. That means how many days? Or 160 days. That means it will take 160 means 160 divided by 3. 5 are 10. 3 are. That means, see here, after many weeks, that is after 5 months, we can observe, that is within 4 to 5 months, after 4 to 5 months of infection, the disease symptoms are expressed. Now, coming to the hepatitis C, it is from 15 to 150 days. Okay, the infection is from 15 to 150 days. Now, coming to the hepatitis A virus. This hepatitis A virus, it is not that much dangerous. Okay, hepatitis A is not that much dangerous because it can be cured very easily. Within 20 to 40 days of the after infection, you will be within 20 to 40 days of infection, the disease symptoms are shown. That is only the 20 to 40 days is the incubation period. When the disease symptoms are observed, immediately you can see a doctor and he will prescribe some medicines and you can be cured. Okay? It is not that much chronic and it is not dangerous also. Just like hepatitis C also, within 15 days, before that, within 15 days, you can observe the symptoms. If the symptoms are shown, immediately you can go to a doctor and take some medicines prescribed by him and it can be cured. That means this hepatitis C, it is not hepatitis A or hepatitis B, but it has the same symptoms of either hepatitis A or hepatitis B. Generally, it has a matching with hepatitis A. That is, it consists of single-stranded RNA, just like your hepatitis A. Its incubation period is only 50 to 150 days. Whatever it may be, the least one is 15. So, here the least one is 20. So, it is similarly matching with the hepatitis A. Now, but coming to the hepatitis B, this hepatitis B is dangerous if it is identified immediately or if it is identified earlier, then immediately it can be cured. But the curing will take a long time, up to 4 to 6 months. But here, within 1 month, these two can be cured. But hepatitis B, its curing time is also long, that is up to 6 months, it will take up to 6 months to get time for treating hepatitis B. Next thing, when you are treating this hepatitis B, if these symptoms are not observed, immediately the person will be taken slowly after 5 months if the disease symptoms are observed. And then also he is not taking care of, he is thinking that just this is a simple fever or simple something. These symptoms are just like other diseases, other fevers and everything. So he has no time, and nowadays people are very busy and they are not taking care of their health. And if something happens, simply they are going to a medical shop and purchasing some medicine and taking, consuming it. When they are consuming it, nothing will happen, but the disease will increase. When the disease increases and when he is not going to a doctor and he is not taking medication, then slowly what happens is his disease will become chronic. Chronic means very strong. When it becomes chronic, that if you are not taking care of for years together, then that will lead to liver cancer, liver carcinoma or liver cancer. That is the reason hepatitis B, which may lead to liver cancer or liver carcinoma. You can call it as a liver cirrhosis also. You can call it as liver cirrhosis is caused by hepatitis B. That is the reason in our country we are taking vaccination for hepatitis B. That vaccine is named as Shanbac. This Shanbac is the commercial name of hepatitis B vaccine, that is Shanbac. And generally now the children when they were born, within 1 year this hepatitis B vaccine is given. Generally within 6 months this hepatitis B vaccine is given to them. Now elderly people who has not taken hepatitis B vaccine, now also we can go and take hepatitis B vaccine, and it is of 2 doses. One is the normal primary dose and the second one is booster dose. We can take this vaccine so that we can get protected from hepatitis B. And Indians are the carriers of hepatitis B. So most of the 99% or 90% of Indians have, 99% of Indians are carriers of hepatitis. We don't have any type of symptoms, but we have hepatitis B virus in us. So that is the reason when we are going to any other country, people will ask us to go for hepatitis B testing, and we have any hepatitis B viral infection, they will not allow us until and unless we take our hepatitis B vaccination, both the doses, primary dose and booster dose. Then only after showing that certificate only we can fly to other countries. Okay, we can cross the borders. This is this one. Now why I have written this Shanbac? Shanbac is the medicine that is produced by our Shanta Biotech Hyderabad. Shanta Biotech, a pharmaceutical company, they have produced this Shanbac. That is Shan, then Vac. Vac means vaccine. Shan means Shanta. Okay? Shanbac means Shanta. From this he has taken Shan, from this he has taken Vac. Shanbac. Why he has kept this Shanbac name means that Varaprasad Reddy is the director of this Shanta Biotech. His mother's name is Shanta. So he has given the name of the vaccine as on his mother's name, that is Shanbac. Why I am telling this much, stressing this on this means Shanbac is the vaccine which is available at 75 rupees. At rupees 75 vaccine, and this we used to get from other countries like USA at 1500 rupees per injection, per vial. But Shanta Biotech, hats off to that person. He has produced this medicine just like coronavirus viral vaccine. He has produced this hepatitis B vaccine and he named it as Shanbac, and he has marketed it with a meager amount of rupees 75 per dose. Is it okay? If you go and watch a movie also, it will be 100 or more than 100, but this vaccine that protects our lives is only for rupees 75. He has marketed it only for 75. He sold it for only for rupees 75 in the market. So this is about your hepatitis. Now coming to the hepatitis B vaccine, B virus. Let us see hepatitis B virus. Sorry, I forgot to tell you something. This is hepatitis A, hepatitis B and hepatitis C. Generally, we will see hepatitis A is by means of contaminated food and water. When you consume contaminated food and water, that is oral contamination, then hepatitis A is caused. Now, coming to the C or coming to the B, let us see. Continue like this only, alphabetical order. Coming to B, B is caused by transfer of contaminated or infected blood. When infected blood is entering into our body, someone's infected blood is entering into our body, then we will get hepatitis B. Coming to the C, C is also by oral contamination, that is by consuming orally, by taking contaminated food and water. Okay? Contaminated food and water when you are consuming orally, then we get this hepatitis C. Now coming to the hepatitis B, as it is caused by infected blood, it is also known as serum hepatitis. This is known as serum hepatitis. Okay? Now let us study what is happens for hepatitis B. Okay? Now hepatitis B is nothing but when a person got infected. How he will get infected? See here. From mother, my mother is having hepatitis B virus, then through the placenta that will enter into the fetus of the child who she is bearing in her womb. First one. Second thing, from a contaminated person, if blood is transferred, infected blood is transferred. Second one. Third one, if you are taking syringes, contaminated syringes, or without sterilization, if people are taking syringes. Third one. Fourth one, the drug addicts, they will be taking injection and same injection by a syringe they will be using. Next, fifth one, the sexual transmission. What is sexual transmission? That is a contaminated or hepatitis B person is having a sex with a female or a male. They are normal persons. That from that also, from semen also, from male semen also, this will enter into the female. Next, this is by tattooing. When we make tattoos on our body, the same syringe or same needle is used by the person without sterilizing it. Then also, if a hepatitis person has taken tattoo, he has gone for tattooing, and again after him, if you are taking it, then that blood will enter into your body and that may contaminate you. So be careful while going for tattooing. Okay? Now, these are the persons how they are getting it. Next thing is, what are the symptoms of hepatitis? Symptoms are regular fever, loss of appetite, you won't consume food, you won't feel like having food, loss of appetite. Next, whatever, if your favorite food is served also, then also you are not willing to take it. Third one, it will lead to your abdominal discomfort. That means you will feel something discomfort in your abdomen. Next, you will feel fatigue. That is, you will become very lazy. Next, you will feel nausea and vomiting. Nausea means feeling like you are getting vomiting. That is nausea. And vomiting. You may get nausea and vomiting. Okay? These are the symptoms of your hepatitis B. That is fever. Next, your loss of appetite. If loss of appetite means loss of weight also, weight loss also, is it or not? Fever, loss of appetite, weight loss, then your abdominal discomfort, that is you are having some pain or something at the liver portion in the lower abdomen. Next, the upper abdomen. Next is coming to the next one is your fatigue, laziness, your nausea and vomiting and fatigue, that is laziness. All these are the symptoms of your system. Next, most important symptom is you will be, if it is chronic, you will be secreting dark colored urine. Urine will be dark in color. Very dark colored urine will be passed just like ash color. Okay? Dark urination is observed. Now, see here. Coming to the next one. See, this hepatitis B virus, how it will be entering into our body. I told you the paths through which it can enter into our body. Now, see here, when hepatitis B has entered into our liver, By any pathway through blood, it has hepatitis B means blood only. It has entered into your body. Next, most important thing is how you will get contaminated is by body secretions. What are body secretions? Suppose any person is traveling by bus. He is catching hold of the bus like this. When he is catching hold of the bus like this, he is getting sweat. For long hours, if you catch hold of the bus like this rod, you will get sweat. That is sweat. If suppose he is a hepatitis B person, B viral person, infected person, if he is catching hold of this and sweat is there and he got his stage has come and he got down of the bus and some other person came and caught hold of it like this. Suppose he is having any type of damage in his skin, if any injury is there in his skin, immediately when he catch hold of the sweat like this, through the sweat also the hepatitis B will enter. That means through body secretions also this will enter. Now, so it will enter into the liver. When it enters into the liver it damages liver. Okay, it damages liver cells. When it damages your liver cells, immediately what happens is these liver cells, they start secreting liver enzymes. That is, the liver cells gets damaged and the liver cells, the virus damages the liver cells, and not only that, it disintegrates the liver cells, liver tissue, it also makes the liver to secrete the liver enzymes like transaminases. And these transaminases enter blood. Okay, they enter blood. When they enter into the blood, immediately what happens is you get jaundice. You will get jaundice, that is yellowing of your eyes. Immediately in the blood what happens is bilirubin. Why? Because when bilirubin has entered into your blood, that will lead to jaundice. This bilirubin, it enters into the tissues of your body. It enters into all the organ tissues along with skin and other tissues of your body. And immediately this will lead to yellowing of skin. This will lead to yellowing of skin, and that is known as your chronic hepatitis. That will lead to your chronic hepatitis. This is about your hepatitis infection. That is, hepatitis B enters into the liver cells, and it disintegrates the liver cells, and it enters into it makes the liver cells to secrete its enzymes like transaminases, and these transaminases enter into the blood and that lead to the jaundice of the eye, and the bilirubin enters into the skin and other tissues of body, and it leads to yellowing of the skin, and that is nothing but your hepatitis. Okay, coming to the diagnosis, how to treat it. This is infection. And this is your diagnosis. What is diagnosis? Diagnosis means nothing but here it is you have to go for your blood test. First one is blood test, simple test. Whether you have hepatitis B virus or not, you have to go for a blood test to check whether you have hepatitis B virus in your blood or not. Second one, you have to go for scanning, radio scanning or ultrasound scan, so that they will be checking how much your liver got damaged, whether the liver got damaged or not. If it is damaged, how much damage has occurred, you have to go for your ultrasound scanning. Okay, these are the diagnoses. Coming to the treatment, what are the treatments? How to treat it? For the treatment, initially you give antiviral medicines. Okay, they will be giving you antiviral medicines, first one. Second one is these hepatitis B antibodies or are given. Hepatitis B antibodies are given to the person so that these antibodies they will enter into our body through muscular injections they are given, just like here only, and they will enter into our body and they fight with the hepatitis B virus. So hepatitis B antibodies are injected, so they fight with the hepatitis B virus. Okay. Now, not only that, the third one is recombinant vaccines are given. What are recombinant vaccines? Nothing but your Stanvac is given. Okay. Your Stanvac medicine is given to the person. Okay. Now, antiviral medicines, because it is hepatitis B virus. Next is hepatitis antibodies are given. They fight with the hepatitis virus. And next, recombinant vaccines are also given to the person who is suffering with the hepatitis B. Now, coming to the next one is treatment and now your prevention. This is the most important. What is how to prevent hepatitis B virus? For the prevention of hepatitis B virus, first one is if a person got affected with hepatitis B virus, then that person should be excluded. That means he is kept in isolation. Just like all of you know what is isolation very well. All of you know what is isolation and quarantine. So he should be quarantined. Now I can safely use the word quarantine because all of you very well know what is the meaning of that word quarantine. So the person who is suffering with hepatitis B virus, he should be quarantined, excluded. Second one is you should prevent the syringes which are used. That means always use a sterile syringe. Not a used syringe, you should be very careful while dealing with it. Third one, don't go for tattooing. Don't make tattoos on your skin so that contaminated needle may cause hepatitis B in you. That is the third very important preventive measure to prevent hepatitis B virus. Next thing is when you are having, that is a person in your household or any neighborhood he is having hepatitis B, immediately all of you go for hepatitis B vaccination. That is Shanbac B virus viral vaccine should be taken. That is both the primary and the booster doses should be taken. Just now I told you, anybody has missed that vaccine, now also 50 years old person, that is 50 years old person also, now also he can go and take that hepatitis B vaccine so that he can be protected. So the viral infection may damage our liver, which is the previous initial topic. I told you that liver is the strongest organ in our body. When you drink a lot, that liver gets damaged. For that reason, when you are taking this medication, that is preventive measure is taking a hepatitis B vaccine, which is available at a very meager cost, ₹75 per dose. You have to take only 2 doses. Within 2 months, they will be giving 2 doses. That will be enough. You will be protected from hepatitis B virus. Generally, the hepatitis B virus will last for its efficiency lasts for 10 years. Sometimes that is for A, but for B it is lifelong immunity. The immunization with hepatitis B virus, the viral vaccine is lifelong. Once you take when you are born, then that will be protecting you up to your long years. That is throughout your life it will protect you. So prevention is don't go for sterile needles, don't go for used needles, exclude the person who is having infection. Next one is get him treated well, and fourth one is get vaccinated or immunized. In scientific words, vaccination is immunization. We have to get immunized by taking recombinant hepatitis B vaccine, and its name is Shanbac B. Okay? Thank you, students. Today we will stop here and let us continue with another topic in the next class. Thank you, students.